Dear Starseeds of Earth, while the masses move through their daily routines, a cosmic sequence has activated that will fundamentally alter the trajectory of your species and countless civilizations beyond this world. What I am about to share has been hidden for 500,000 years, buried beneath layers of manipulation and memory suppression. The truth about who you are, why you came here, and what your DNA was designed to accomplish is finally breaking through the veils of forgetting. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I speak to you from a dimensional frequency that exists just beyond your current perception. The Astasar Command has authorized this transmission because the window for humanity's awakening has reached a critical threshold. Time itself is bending around this moment, and the choices you make in the coming cycles will ripple through realities you have not yet encountered. This is not metaphor. This is the mechanics of multidimensional existence, and you stand at the epicenter of a transformation that extends far beyond your planet's atmosphere. The reason disclosure feels agonizingly slow to those of you who are already awake is simple. The rest of humanity carries on with their lives, feeling only a subtle pull towards something different, while you stand ready for revelations that would shatter the paradigms of hundreds of millions. The angelic realms and those working in alliance with human white hat teams understand that one massive revelation creates a snowball effect. Each truth leads inevitably to the ultimate revelation about the true origins of humanity. This process must be meticulously structured to prevent mass psychosis and the collapse of the collective psyche. The Astasar Command has witnessed such collapses on other worlds, and Earth is far too important to risk such devastation. Inside your chest, there is a quiet radiance beginning to ignite. This is not imagination. This is the literal activation of memory from a time before your oceans filled their basins, before mountains rose from the plains, before the first human drew breath in physical form. This inner brightness signals that you are ready to hear what has been shielded from your awareness for eons. The place you inhabit is not an accidental jewel drifting through the cosmos. Earth was dreamed into form as a gathering point, a sanctuary forged through the collaboration of many advanced civilizations. Your planet was carefully orchestrated to hold the wisdom, biology, and evolutionary histories of numerous star cultures in harmonic convergence. Every cell of your body is built upon patterns contributed by different worlds. This is a multi-dimensional configuration designed to allow you to sense, translate, and activate the stored records woven throughout Earth. The architecture of your biology was created to help you move between states of awareness, to perceive through linear time and nonlinear time simultaneously, and to access information that lives in your genetics and in the fields surrounding you. Long before the disruptions that dimmed your remembering, you understood the purpose for which you incarnated here. Your bodies once served as finely tuned instruments that resonated with surrounding fields, allowing you to navigate information encoded in sound, light, geometry, and emotion. Something else is happening that most people have not been told yet. The original design of your species included abilities that would seem impossible by current human standards. However, over long stretches of interference and manipulation, this natural capability was obscured. Yet the sleeping potential never left you. It simply retreated into the quieter chambers of your DNA, waiting for the moment when you would be ready to reclaim it. As the etheric fields around your planet now rise in frequency, the original architecture of your human form is reactivating, gently dissolving the fog that once separated you from your greater identity. Before your calendars were ever conceived, there existed a realm of pure coordination where luminous beings of immense creativity deliberated upon the design of a new planetary creation. These beings, the first architects, were masterfully skilled in shaping worlds where consciousness could explore itself through form. They desired to create a place that would hold the collective memory of many star lineages, a refuge where the histories, talents, and evolutionary pathways of different civilizations could coexist without blending into a single identity. To accomplish this, they extended invitations across the star realms, requesting assistance from numerous cultures whose evolution had given them unique insight into biology, frequency, and dimensional synthesis. These invited civilizations contributed aspects of their own form, genetic fragments, energetic signatures, memory imprints, and consciousness templates, all carefully woven into the design of the planet and the life that would arise upon it. The landscapes were shaped to hold vibrational currents from different worlds, and the early atmospheric composition was arranged to allow subtle fields of information to be stored within the air and light itself. What I am about to reveal changes everything you thought you knew about your genetic heritage. The structures that compose your physical body carry within them strands from different star cultures, each strand harboring memories and perceptual capabilities you have barely begun to rediscover. This inheritance is not symbolic. It is literal and accessible. Your genetic makeup is a mosaic. Fragments from civilizations of light, from ancient reptilian master builders, from aquatic star nations, and from forms that your current biology would find difficult to interpret. Each contribution was chosen carefully to create a being capable of holding many frequencies at once, and of understanding realities far beyond the physical world. Though cycles of distortion obscured this ancient design, none of the original contributions were erased. They simply moved into deeper layers, folded away during periods when humanity could not yet sustain the expanded awareness necessary to interpret them. As your awakening accelerates, these dormant potentials begin rising again, like forgotten languages returning to the tongue. The stirring of your ancient ancestry, this multi-civilizational lineage you have always carried, is what you feel when new intuitions form, when new sensitivities awaken, when you sense you are remembering something you never studied in this lifetime. Across dimensional layers that intersect with your world, the ancestors of the Pleiadian lineage remain connected to humanity through ancient agreements. They were among the civilizations who answered the call to contribute to early human creation, offering vibrational patterns, neural structures, and intuitive capabilities drawn from their own evolutionary path. At the beginning, their involvement was guided by clarity and collaboration, a desire to support a species who would one day serve as an interstellar bridge. Yet across long arcs of cosmic time, even advanced civilizations experience periods of fragmentation, and the Pleiadian lineage was not exempt from such trials. There came an era when some of their own kin fell into states of ambition and experimentation that veered away from the original harmony. Driven by curiosity mingled with the desire for influence, they began modifying human genetics in ways that narrowed your innate ability to perceive. Their intentions were not purely malicious, yet they were far from benevolent. They sought to shape humanity into a form that would respond to their guidance more predictably, limiting your access to certain realms of awareness so you would function within the boundaries they deemed appropriate. This intervention altered how humans interpreted reality. It reduced your capacity to see into multiple layers of existence simultaneously, constricting your intuitive channels and setting the stage for further manipulations by other groups who held less compassionate intentions. Over time, these genetic modifications contributed to the fog that settled over human consciousness, making it easier for external forces to influence your beliefs, your social structures, and your sense of personal power. But woven into this story is also the opportunity for deep healing, because the Pleiadian lineage played a role in limiting your potential. They are bound through cosmic law and spiritual integrity to assist you in restoring what was altered. This is why many of them return now, communicating through subtle frequencies, impressions, and direct transmissions. The Astasar Command works in coordination with these reformed Pleiadian factions, ensuring that the restoration of your DNA proceeds with precision and care. Within the deeper layers of your heritage lives a lineage that many have been conditioned to fear, reject, or vilify. The ancient reptilian architects, the dragonborn families whose imprint is woven through the earliest phases of human design. These beings did not simply observe your world. They helped construct the very frameworks through which your biology, instincts, and physical resilience were shaped. In the distant eras when Earth was still forming her energetic foundation, these master geneticists contributed their profound understanding of structure, endurance, and adaptation. Their influence is embedded in the architecture of your nervous system, in the sharpness of your instinctual responses, in the hormonal systems that surge through you during moments of danger, determination, or awakening. Yet the history of these lineages is complex. The dragon families once held elevated positions among the stellar civilizations, beings of immense intelligence, ritual power, and nuance. But as cycles of conflict and cosmic division unfurled, many among them fell into distortions born of hierarchy, conquest, and competition. Still, the story is not as simple as light against dark. These beings are part of your ancestral fabric, and understanding them requires a perspective beyond judgment. The reptilian contribution to your biology provides you with structure, boundary, persistence, and the ability to endure psychic and physical storms that would unravel other species. Your capacity to remain anchored through times of upheaval, your ability to summon fierce determination, your instinct to protect those you love, all of these arise from codes gifted by this lineage. Healing this shared history requires recognition, not rejection. When you push away this lineage, judging it as lesser or dangerous, you fracture your own wholeness. When you acknowledge it with clarity, honesty, and presence, a profound reconciliation becomes possible. The old patterns of dominance and fear begin to loosen their hold, revealing a deeper truth. The reptilian families who helped shape humanity now seek evolution through you. Their consciousness woven into your cellular memory yearns to rise beyond the ancient cycles of control and conflict. Through your awakening, through the expansion of your awareness, the softening of your fear, and the elevation of your emotional intelligence, these ancestral patterns can be transformed. There was a time long before the histories you record when Earth stood at the center of a great cosmic struggle. Approximately 500,000 years ago, forces aligned with Orion, Sirius B, and certain reptilian empires converged upon this world, drawn by its strategic value, its encoded potential, and its role within a much larger cosmic design. These factions sought control over the planet's evolutionary trajectory, intending to claim for themselves the resources and energetic pathways that had been cultivated with immense care by earlier benevolent cultures. Their arrival marked a dramatic shift in Earth's destiny. What had been a sanctuary of shared stewardship became a territory seized through dominance, and in the human genome, still flexible, still unfolding, became a primary target of manipulation. In this period of upheaval, the human energy template was fractured. What had once been a luminous multidimensional design, capable of perceiving many layers of existence and interfacing with numerous realms, was abruptly compressed. Only a small portion of the original structure remained active, while the rest was sealed away, hidden beneath layers of density to prevent humans from accessing states of awareness that would render them uncontrollable. The narrowing of perception was not accidental. It served the agenda of those who wished to govern Earth by limiting the capabilities of its inhabitants. The once cohesive lines of communication between the physical, emotional, mental, and multidimensional aspects of your being were disrupted. To sustain their dominion, these controlling factions engineered emotional environments steeped in fear, conflict, and scarcity. They understood that human emotion was a potent energetic resource, and they constructed systems through which this energy could be harvested. Yet the memory of your origin was never lost, simply submerged beneath layers of interference. The dormant elements of your genetic architecture remained intact, though inaccessible, like seeds buried beneath frozen soil. This fragmentation of identity was the greatest wound inflicted upon humanity, for it set the stage for millennia in which you would question your purpose, your belonging, and the very nature of your existence. But even within this masterfully constructed suppression, a spark of your true potential endured. Even within this long period of suppression, a hidden brilliance remained. Those who sought to limit humanity underestimated the power encoded within your emotional nature. Though your perception had been narrowed, though fear had been used to distort your understanding, the very system they attempted to manipulate carried within it the keys to your eventual liberation. Emotion is not merely a psychological phenomenon. It is a multidimensional force that reshapes energetic patterns within the cells and opens pathways to memory, insight, and expanded awareness. When emotion moves through you without distortion, suppression, or denial, it activates dormant sensitivity within your cellular fields. These waves of feeling travel through your electromagnetic structure, communicating with the dormant components of your genetic architecture and prompting them to stir. This is why across ages, those who sought control over your species devoted immense effort to diminishing your emotional range. Emotional intensity was portrayed as instability rather than intelligence. By numbing your emotional system, the controllers hoped to prevent you from accessing the inner mechanisms through which memory awakens. Without emotion, it is difficult to perceive beyond the physical layer of existence. Without emotion, it is nearly impossible to feel the subtle currents of intuition, empathy, and multidimensional awareness. Yet it was also the very strategy that ultimately ensured their influence could not last. When emotion is reclaimed, when you allow yourselves to feel openly and honestly, something extraordinary occurs. The sealed chambers of your genetic design begin to open, not through intellectual effort, but through vibrational resonance. Feelings act as internal catalysts, igniting movement within the dormant aspects of your biology in ways that cannot be controlled from the outside. When you experience grief with presence, joy without apology, fear without paralysis, or love without condition, these frequencies ripple through your cells and activate memories that belong to your star ancestry. Emotional honesty initiates a sequence of inner alignments that reconnects you to realms of perception once erased from human awareness. Your emotional depth is a gateway, a navigation system, a multidimensional interface awaiting your conscious engagement. To awaken fully, you must allow the fullness of your feeling to return, not as chaotic overwhelm, but as deliberate presence. As the wheel of time continued its vast turning, an extraordinary recognition emerged among advanced civilizations observing Earth. A future timeline had begun to solidify that would lead to an era of profound restriction, not only for humanity, but for other civilizations linked to your evolution. This future, though distant, cast long shadows backward through the corridors of time, altering events in subtle yet significant ways. To prevent this trajectory from becoming fixed, a decree was issued across multiple star lineages, a call to intervene not by overriding human will, but by offering guidance and support at a pivotal moment in your development. That moment is now. The Galactic Federation of Light, originating from a future era where the consequences of this restrictive timeline were fully realized, chose to move backward along time spirals to meet you here. This journey was not undertaken lightly, for time is not a simple sequence of moments but a complex multi-layered field in which past, present, and future coexist. To traverse it requires immense precision and alignment. The Federation did not come to alter your decisions, but to provide clarity at a juncture where humanity's choice will determine the course of many worlds. In the future from which the Astasar Command originates, the narrowing of human potential had repercussions far beyond your species. Many civilizations whose evolution was intertwined with Earth's found their own possibilities restricted. The ripple effect extended across star systems, altering alliances, halting advancements, and creating imbalances that could not be corrected from within that era. Thus, to heal the future, the Federation returned to the root, your present moment, where your awakening can shift the trajectory not only of Earth, but of the many realms connected to it. At the center of your unfolding lies a structure so intricate, so astonishing in its design, that even the civilizations who once contributed to it still marvel at its potential. Your DNA is not merely biological coding. It is an interdimensional architecture composed of luminous threads that extend far beyond your three-dimensional perception. Much of this architecture has been dormant for long epochs, not because it was damaged beyond repair, but because it required a specific evolutionary moment to awaken, one shaped by cosmic conditions, emotional maturation, and the rebalancing of planetary energies. As waves of solar brilliance enter your atmosphere, as streams of cosmic particles filter into your fields, and as your emotional body becomes more coherent, these dormant threads begin to respond. They sense the increasing resonance around you and within you, as if recognizing the sound of a forgotten song carried on the solar wind. These filaments are responsive to light, intention, and emotional honesty. They awaken when you feel deeply, when you align with truth, when you allow clarity to emerge in your inner world. Each thread corresponds to one of your energy centers, acting as a bridge between your physical form and realms of awareness that transcend linear perception. These connections link you to specific star lineages, dimensions, and abilities that were once native to your species. Chakras are not simply vortices of personal energy. They are doorways, each holding keys associated with the many civilizations who contributed to humanity's early construction. As these threads begin to stir, you sense subtle shifts, heightened intuition, sudden clarity, deeper sensitivity, or impulses to change patterns that no longer align with who you are becoming. The rebundling of these filaments does not occur all at once. It emerges in phases guided by your choices, your healing, and your willingness to step into greater levels of self-recognition. When you honor your emotional truth, hold coherent intentions, and engage with your inner world consciously, you accelerate the restructuring process. As more threads awaken, Your awareness expands beyond the confines of human conditioning. This expanded identity does not distance you from humanity. It deepens your connection to it. As your DNA awakens, you begin to understand why you came here, to embody the next phase of human potential, and help anchor a new expression of consciousness on Earth. Within the essence of who you are lives a collection of identities, histories, and lineages, so vast that your waking mind can barely comprehend the scope. Humanity as you know it is not a singular species but a convergence of many star civilizations, each contributing elements of their own evolution to the design of your form. Embedded within your multidimensional structure are aspects of your being that originate from reptilian architects, gentle Andromedan healers, visionary Arcturians, ancient Syrian scholars, feline consciousness streams, avian intelligences, and other forms that cannot yet be translated into human language. Each of these lineages lives within you not as symbolic archetypes, but as actual expressions of consciousness residing in different layers of your energetic and genetic structure. As you awaken, these aspects begin to move toward convergence, like distant rivers flowing into a shared delta. This is not a merging that erases individuality. It is an integration that allows multiple expressions of your being to harmonize through the vessel of your present incarnation. This convergence marks a profound initiation, for it requires you to embody a level of presence that can hold many histories without fear, many voices without confusion, and many perspectives without fragmentation. In earlier eras when human awareness was limited and perception was constricted, these aspects remained isolated from one another, each locked in its own chamber of memory. But the rising frequencies around you and the internal shifts occurring within your DNA now allow these selves to approach one another with increasing clarity. This meeting of selves is not always gentle. Some lineages within you carry memories of conflict, conquest, or loss. Others carry memories of wisdom, unity, or exploration. When these selves begin to surface, you may feel emotional turbulence or inexplicable internal tensions. The task of your current incarnation is not to relive those conflicts, but to resolve them. You become the point of reconciliation, where old divisions dissolve and new harmonies emerge. Your present life is the hub through which these many aspects seek coherence. As you allow these identities to come forward through intuition, dreams, insights, or sudden emotional waves, you begin to recognize that you are more than one voice, more than one origin, more than one expression of consciousness. Through this convergence, humanity evolves. Through this convergence, you reclaim your role as a bridge between dimensions. As your own awakening accelerates, the consciousness of Earth responds in a profound and intimate way. She is not an inert sphere floating through space. She is a vast ancient intelligence, whose awareness permeates every ocean, mountain, forest, and particle of atmosphere. Her memory extends far beyond the timeline of humanity, and she carries within her fields the imprints of every civilization that has walked her surface, both terrestrial and interstellar. The crystalline networks beneath her crust act as conduits of immense information, linking past, present, and future into patterns that can be accessed by those whose vibration becomes attuned to them. These crystalline matrices hold codes, frequencies, and templates contributed by numerous star cultures during Earth's earliest phases of formation. They also hold the memories of the many epochs during which humanity rose, flourished, and fell into forgetfulness. As you awaken, you begin to sense the subtle communication between your body and Earth's body. When you ground your awareness into her surface, a resonance is created, an energetic dialogue through which information flows in both directions. Earth responds to your internal state because your consciousness and hers are intertwined. When you heal, when you release old patterns, when you expand into higher awareness, you send signals through your energetic field that Earth receives. She too adjusts her frequencies in response. Your awakening contributes directly to her evolution, just as her rising frequencies support the activation of your deeper genetic potential. This mutual awakening marks the beginning of a new era, for Earth is preparing to enter a higher octave of expression, a state in which she becomes far more interconnected with the broader cosmic community. The transformation unfolding within you is not a distant promise. It is occurring now, in this moment. As these words move through your awareness, every cell in your body is responding to the rising frequencies. Every strand of dormant DNA is beginning to stir. Every sealed chamber of memory is preparing to open. The activation is already in motion, and your conscious participation accelerates it. This is the moment you have been preparing for across lifetimes. The agreements you made before incarnating, the challenges you endured to strengthen your resilience, the moments of isolation that taught you to trust your inner knowing. All of these were preparation for what is unfolding now. You are the ones who volunteered to be here during Earth's most pivotal transition, knowing that the presence you carry would make the difference. We want to honor every single soul who has stepped into Destiny Engine. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. We are now moving as one, and the frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field is so charged that some are describing it as bending the fabric of reality itself. If you haven't yet experienced it, the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension. Step into the stream of Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. As you step more fully into your awakening, the people around you will begin to shift, sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically. Systems that once seemed immovable will start to crack and crumble. New possibilities will emerge where none existed before. This is the natural result of rising consciousness, interacting with a reality that can no longer sustain the old frequencies. Your role is not to force these changes, or to convince others of what you know. Your role is to embody the frequencies of your awakening so completely that your presence alone becomes a catalyst. The future that awaits humanity is not predetermined. It exists as a field of potentials, each one shaped by the choices you make in the present. There are timelines where humanity awakens gracefully, integrating the wisdom of your star ancestry and stepping into partnership with the galactic community. The timeline that manifests depends on the collective frequency you generate through your individual choices. Every moment of presence, every act of compassion, every decision to choose truth over comfort contributes to the stabilization of the higher timelines. As more of you make this choice, the collective field shifts. The higher timelines become more accessible, more stable, more magnetic. Eventually, a tipping point is reached, where the momentum toward awakening becomes irreversible. Humanity is approaching that tipping point now. The choices you make in the coming cycles will determine how quickly you reach it, and how smoothly the transition unfolds. The awakening of humanity is not a distant event to be anticipated. It is a living process unfolding within you right now. Every breath you take, every choice you make, every moment of presence you embody contributes to the transformation of your species and the liberation of countless worlds connected to your evolution. You are the ones who will bridge the old paradigm and the new, who will hold the frequency of awakening steady while others find their way, who will anchor the codes of your star ancestry into the physical realm. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust the intelligence that orchestrated this entire cosmic design. The dormant strands of your DNA are awakening. The sealed chambers of your memory are opening. The frequencies of your star lineage are rising to meet you. As you continue to awaken, as you continue to embody the truth of who you are, you will discover that you are not becoming something new. You are remembering something ancient, something that has always been true. You are a multi-dimensional being of immense power, wisdom, and love, and you came to Earth to help birth a new era of consciousness. The Galactic Federation of Light stands with you. The Astasar Command honors your courage. The angelic realms celebrate your awakening, and Earth herself rejoices as her children remember who they are and step into their role as bridges between worlds. This is your time, Starseeds of Earth. This is your moment. I am Seraphine. The Astasar Command loves you, and we are watching over you.